It may seem hard to believe, but $20,000 worth of debt can very quickly spiral into $100,000 if you're making the wrong choices. You might have set up minimum payments right now thinking, you know what, you're handling it. But there are some things in the math that can cause this sudden debt spiral that you need to know about. Because if you don't figure it out, it can quietly drain decades of your life, cost tens of thousands in interest, and steal flexibility from the retirement that you've already earned. Hi, I'm Scott. I'm a U.S. Army veteran. I served for 26 years, retired as a Master Sergeant, and it's become my passion to help fellow veterans get out of debt. That's why today, I'm going to give you exactly what you need to do to stop your debt spiraling by breaking down the math and showing you what to do so that everything finally starts working in your favor. Let's run the numbers. All right, so you've got $20,000 in debt. Maybe it's split across 2 credit cards at 21% APR and a small car loan at 7%. Right? It's nothing outrageous. It's basically just normal. Now let's say you make minimum payments. Now on a typical credit card, that's about 2% of the balance. So on your $20,000, that's about $400 a month at first. And this may feel manageable, but here's exactly what's happening. At 21% interest, that balance generates roughly $350 in interest in the first month alone. So out of your $400 payment, only $50 of it touches the actual principal. You might think that you paid it down, but all you've done is you've just rented it for another month. That's right. You've made a payment, but it didn't even leave a dent. We're talking 5 times the original debt. And here's where the trap tightens. As your balance drops, well, so do your minimum payments. They drop too, which stretches the timeline. And at that pace, it can take 20 to 25 years to fully pay it off. Over those decades, you could be paying $80,000 to $100,000 in total. Guys, that is decades of payments, thousands of statements, and up to 5 times what you borrowed. And the worst part, well, that is the best case scenario, assuming that you've never missed a payment, you never add any new charges, and the rates never increase. Now, this might feel a little overwhelming. Trust me, I know, but that's nothing compared to the messy version, right? So now let's talk about what usually happens in real life. This is what happens when multipliers get involved. Our first multiplier is late fees and penalty APRs. If you miss one payment by a few days, all right, well, you can get hit with a $30 or $40 late fee. Do that a few times a year, and that's hundreds added instantly. But the real damage is the penalty APR. Maybe your card jumps from 21% to 29% or even 32% after a missed payment. At 29% interest, that same $20,000 balance now generates almost $600 a month in interest. Your minimum payment bounces right off and debt continues to grow. Now, you might have convinced yourself that this next one doesn't apply to you, but that's the exact type of thinking that lands you in debt. Because the second multiplier, it's emergencies. Guys, these are those things in life that you don't see coming, that they come in the form of like car repairs, medical bills, moving homes, helping family, right? Like the list can go on and on. And if you don't have cash reserves, well, the card gets used again. Now you've started stacking new debt on top of interest. That $20,000 becomes $23,000, then $27,000, and interest compounds on all of it. But the multipliers, they don't stop there because credit damage locks you in. High utilization and late payments drop your credit score. Once that score falls, refinancing options, those disappear. Balance transfer offers, they dry up, and personal loan rates, well, they spike. You're stuck with the worst rates available and no leverage. This is how easily debt can snowball. But now, I think it's time we did something about it. You've got to get more aggressive with your attack by using a method that works no matter how high your debt currently is. Don't make minimum payments. Instead, focus on fixing a high monthly payment and aim to eliminate the entire $20,000 balance in 2 to 3 years. Instead of letting money compound against you for 20 years, interest shrinks every month until it disappears. But how exactly do you do this? I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna do it in 3 simple steps. Step 1, we're gonna set a fixed payoff timeline. Pick 24 or 36 months. Divide that $20,000 by that number, and that's your minimum monthly attack number. Treat it like it's a non-negotiable bill. Step 2, reallocate aggressively. We're gonna pause investing temporarily, cut discretionary spending, redirect bonuses, tax refunds, and side income. Step 3, remove access to new debt. Stop using the cards immediately. Freeze them, lock them, or put them away. Every new charge, that just resets the clock. Doing this will compress 20 years of payments into 2 to 3. And once it's gone, that cash flow is yours again. But it won't be if you've got any of the habits that are keeping veterans poor. So it's worth checking out this video where I explain what they are and how you can either avoid it or eliminate them.